Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Garrison's War in the West as we continue. So, the date is June 20th. The invasion has been... D-Day has not been defeated, has in fact been reinforced by 2 US armor divisions. Potentially more that I do not know of yet. So, we are definitely grappling with a Colossus landing here. In Italy we hold... That's not assured. We do have a few extra reinforcements for the Normandy front. Not many. Nowhere near as many as I would like. The rail lines aren't as bad as they once were. There's still a high load, but it's not as bad. Okay. No. I'll move them over here. I'll stick to my guns and keep to what I agreed before. I don't want to move them too far, too fast, because obviously we'll start to lose men, and I do not want to do that. These 2 divisions will arrive when they need to. Okay, so I do have some motorized over here. It's not exactly anything spectacular, but it'll do. It'll definitely help. It's more men. For a motorized brigade, it has very little in the way of motorization. Oh, but again, I tell a lie. Okay. Not that bad, actually. Not that bad. It's not that far from actual true strength. Okay. Now, I do have another Panzer division over here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that. Right, so we'll load you onto the rails and begin to move you. You will head over here. To Bordeaux. There we go. Okay. We'll start moving this division here, the 11th Panzer Division. Take you off the train. We do have the 9th Panzer Division, which is going to be moved as well. So this is a further 2 Panzer Divisions on their way to Normandy. We're concentrating a hell of a lot of our firepower up to the north, which I'm fine with. It is going to be required. Okay, let's make sure that you're attached to a proper headquarters just for the time being, just to make sure that you do receive some proper supplies. Okay. I don't even know why you're over here. There we go, that'll do for the time being. Okay. So this 2nd SS Panzer Division, they thankfully can move quite far. Indeed. Right, we'll head to Le Mans. Okay, take you off the rail. Have you assigned to a local command. Yeah, to the 2nd SS Panzer. You're not going to be within range, but hey. Oh no, you would be actually, if I move you like that. Okay, there we go. Charge you within range now, so that's good. So that's another, well, that's basically 3 extra Panzer divisions. That's about, what, 600-ish tanks on their way now to Normandy? That's going to make a big difference. Okay. So, we managed to keep these forces encircled, which is really bloody nice. I think we need to concentrate all our firepower on this area here. So that would be the 6th Volkskammerjäger Division, 84th Infantry Division, the 2nd Panzer Division, the 12th SS Panzer Division, the 182nd Reserve Infantry Division, the 116th Panzer Division, and the 6th Volksjäger Regiment. I don't think that's enough. I really don't think that's enough. Our attack is nowhere near enough to break that. Okay. I mean, considering the fact that we have... well, let's work this out. So what do we have here? We have 3, another 3, and then an 8, and 6 plus 1 plus 5 plus 1. That's only 27 combat value. That is nowhere near enough, so I will not do it. Their defensiveness will break down slowly but surely as they run low on supply. So yeah, that's the way we're going to roll here. Not going to take movements that we don't need to. The rest of them, I do need them to dig in. Now I could try to set up more fortified positions, which I may very well do. We have, what, 13 administration points, however. Let's just take a look over here then, shall we? Right, HQs. So Army Group C is overburdened. Indeed. There's not entirely too much I can do about that one. Right. So let's see, where did we sustain attacks? We sustained attacks here, and here, and here. So, not much in the way of actual ground attacks on the line in Italy. Which is rather nice, I do say. Okay, let's move you via rail just a little bit closer. There we go. So we'll have you move to the front line here. Did not mean to move that motorized brigade, but we'll have it moved over here to help support the Panzer Grenadiers. Gives us a little bit more in the way of stopping power that is immediately available, which is quite nice. Okay. Now we do have this other infantry division. I can have that moved all the way up over here, which is really quite handy. Right, we did lose a few men on the train there, which is quite annoying. Right, so the attack came over here then. I can't get there directly. So what I'll do then is I'll move here. Right, okay. Well, we'll hold in this position here. So at least if we are pushed back from this position here, we will be pushed back into the division itself. So at least that's some extra reinforcements. What the heck was that? Okay. I don't know what crashed there, but something did crash. I don't even know what crashed, but hey. As long as it's not this game, that's fine by me. Okay. So I noticed that we do have some actual depleted artillery brigades over here. We want them set to refit. We'll have them move to large cities like Frankfurt. Or actually Cologne would be far better. Indeed. Right, we have you. I'm gonna have them move to Rotterdam actually. Okay. Right now, Garrison. Ah, it's you over here, isn't it? Right. I need some security forces sent over there. Where do we want this mountain division moved? That's a good question. Right, Marseille is a large port. Actually, only 2. I suppose we should go down here and cover that port. That would be quite nice to have that. I mean, there is a possibility of Operation Dragoon. I don't know when or if that could happen, but there's always that possibility. So I'd rather prepare for any eventuality if we can, within reason. Okay. These forces here need to be reassigned. This is why we need administration points. Oh. Okay, fair enough. Right, do I have any security forces nearby? Not particularly. I do have some forces I could send from South Paris. They could potentially make it. Yeah. Yep, they can. Okay. So I just need to move these headquarters out of here. I'll just move them there. Right, sweet. We can get them in there. Should be good to go. Right, we can't take them off the train. It's not fixed the situation yet, but at least they're going to be there for the following turn, and we'll be fine then. So that's good. That's very good. Okay, the Panzer headquarters. Do I really need this up here? Do I really need this? I actually feel I'd be better off sending this to Italy. Well, let's see there. You're kind of overburdened. I mean, this is the issue that Army Group C is in command of a lot of units, a hell of a lot of units. Okay, bugger it. It'll be sent to Normandy. There's not really much point sending it elsewhere. So we'll have it sent over here, and then what we can do is basically use it to form, well, just work it into our actual forces. Have it take control of something or other at some point. Maybe even Volksgruppenjäger, something like that. Just something where it can use its supplies to help us out. Okay, so we'll have you attached to the 7th Army. There we go. Which is attached to Army Group B, which is in turn attached to OB West, which is in turn attached to OKW. Okay. Right, we'll have the infantry element attached to it then. So what the hell is the name of it? Right, the Panzer Corps. Kind of ironic if I have non-panzers assigned to it, so fuck it. Just for the time being. Okay, supply priority is free. There we go. And the beauty is though, we just have more support in the area. I mean, it's only a few howitzers, but it'll make a difference. It will make a bloody difference. I mean, that's 10 150mm guns. That's very useful to have. I will not lie. I'm glad that we do have it. Okay, so checking the Eastern Front. How are we doing here? Right, so we're actually above the number of divisions required. The total combat value... Okay, so we need to put men on the line here. That's for damn certain. Okay. Yeah. So, 123 tanks. You actually 114, 91. They're very low here. This is difficult. I don't think we actually have the ability. Yeah, I don't really think we have the ability to manage this. We do have some understrength infantry divisions, which I'm going to have to take off the front line. There's simply no way I can allow them to be on. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's a gun battalion with no guns. They've just been completely routed. So yeah, front conditions are difficult. We are going to see stable, well, a fluid front, meaning that we'll have back and forths, but mostly back. Okay, I can... Well, the issue is here, really. There's nothing I can really do here to hold the Soviets. I'm not going to be able to pull 2,000 plus combat value on my arse. This isn't 1941, this is 1944. The Reich is stretched beyond belief. So we need to force back the Normandy landings. We need to hold in Italy. If we do both of those, we might be able to send forces to east to try and hold out to 45 or later. We'll have to see. So I don't think there's really too much else that I need to do. We just need to hope that we can hold on here. Though I am going to set up some fortified points here. Okay. Yep. And one over here is worth a lot more, I think, especially on the rail line. Okay, so we are starting to set up some fortifications here, just in case. Right, yes, I'm aware of that. There's not much I can do about it. Security forces are in the city of Bordeaux. They will be deployed in the following phase. If we have to send more security forces, then we will do that. Otherwise, it's just going to have to be a like it or lump it situation for the time being. Not a whole lot I can do about it. Righto. So I am anticipating the Allies being reinforced. The fact is that we have narrowed down the amount of supplies that they can receive. They do have about, what, 3 ports right now? 3 temporary ports. Well, one of them being a Mulberry Harbour. I need to hold these hexes here so I can destroy this force. That's what I need to do. If I can destroy that force, that's going to make a big, big bloody difference. Right. We're not doing too badly in air combat. Cherbourg needs to hold, really. If it does, that at least allows us to stop them from receiving too much in the way of supply. A true port would be a big boon for the Allies. So if we can prevent that, that's going to really, really help us out a considerable amount. Okay. They're losing a lot of planes to operational, which is something I'm quite glad of. It seems like we're going to be facing a very, very long air face here. Something else that we do have to take into account is the possibility of further airborne forces. They did drop, what was it, the 101st Airborne or somebody? I don't know if they were destroyed or not. They may of course survive in the content in Peninsula somewhere. I believe we do have a division of British paratroopers in Cayenne. RC, Saturn. Notice how damaged the rails are over here. That is rather poor. I'm going to have to spend some administration points to really build those up again. Or at least put them for priority repair, which is honestly going to be a good thing. Right. But look at those allied losses. Those are huge honking losses. I mean, we've lost 90 planes in the air and 14 to operational. But that's not bad. We've only ran 3,571 sorties. I'd imagine the vast majority of those would be intercepts. Yeah. So the Allies are paying. Just the issue is they're bombing the important cities more than likely. So I think I will move the ME-163s over to the Dusseldorf area, Dortmund, that sort of thing, Cologne area. Those jets would probably do a hell of a good job. What's nice to see is the amount of losses the Allies are taking to flak. That does signify a good deal to me. Signifies that obviously they are attacking highly defended areas, or basically highly fortified areas. Or areas with lots of troop concentrations, which will naturally have AA embedded in them. But even so, this is a lot of losses of the Allies. They can obviously rebuild it all, but hey, it's going to hurt them. They don't have an infinite supply of pilots. They can rebuild as many planes as absolutely needed, but pilots are something that they can't quite draw on as much. They have a huge manpower pool, but it takes time, and they're losing veteran pilots, which does make a big difference. It's basically why Luftwaffe pilots in like 1944, 1945, even if just outclassed completely by new planes, were still able to score kills, to score victories in the skies above Europe due to their experience. It's an interesting thing as well with Luftwaffe pilots. It was a fucking awful thing. Right. They're transporting supplies via air. That indicates desperation to me. But as a Luftwaffe pilot, you would be pretty much... yeah, you wouldn't really have much in the way of leave. See, I don't know where they're transporting these supplies to. Hold. Oh, thank the Lord. Hold, hold, hold. Damn it. Hold the line. Okay, we held. Oh, we held. Oh, come on. That's my boys. Good, they held. Phew. Good, we are holding. The Allies are taking large AFV losses here. Oh wow, they were not going to be moving up that way. But that's like 500 tanks right there. Okay, shit. The Allies are moving. But we've held. We've held. I'm going to be very interested to see what the situation is, really. But I need to wipe this out as soon as possible. I'm really hoping that they're still going to be counted as isolated. They should still be isolated, which is really going to impact on their ability to fight. The thing with isolated units is they fire about 1/4 of the amount they usually do. So their attack's really awful, but their defense is really good, pretty much because it's like fight or die. Okay, let's see how the situation has resolved itself. Okay, so we lost 21,000 men, 139 guns, 142 AFVs. The Allies, 12,000 men, 111 guns, and 261 AFVs. Air losses, considerably different tale here. Our losses are about 966 in total. The Allies are approaching, wow, 3,220. That's quite considerable. That's considerable losses. Okay, let's take a look at the situation. Okay, notice their defensive ability has just depleted. They've been, what, 2 weeks without supplies? That's a hell of a long time. What are we facing here? There's two US armor divisions here, and a infantry division. We have elements of an armor division over here, so there's a third US armor division. We see troops over here, so I imagine they are basically gunning to land over here in the continent peninsula. Cherbourg has held, which is really fantastic. Right. We will be able to take out the British forces over here. I know these are two infantry divisions, okay. Yep, we will be able to take them out. Further reinforcements are coming. I mean, we've held this line here. That's a good goddamn thing. Okay. Ground attack in this area. Who is assigned to this then? Okay, so we have a lot of planes assigned to this then, which is fine. These are all level bombers. This is what I'm liking here. So let's take a look then. So we have a good number of Dorniers. Or Dorniers. These are flying all the way from the airbase over here, okay. Right, let's take a look at the squadron. I want to take a look at the loadout. So they are carrying 1,800 kilogram bomb. They can carry torpedoes, that's quite cool. Okay. So I want you to carry the two 1,000 kilogram bombs and then the two 500 kilogram bombs. There we go, they're carrying a larger loadout now. Air Force, yep. Okay. Now the HE-177s. Okay, you can carry that. Now the Junkers 188 AEs. Okay, so you already have a good... fairly decent anyway. SE bomb. I don't know what that means. Either way, that'll do fine for me. Air directors over Italy can remain the same. There's not too much else that needs to be changed right now. Where are we being attacked? Right, so we've seen a lot of partisan attacks over here. We've seen a hell of a lot of bombing over here. So we do need to have our ME-163s moved over there. Okay, let's go to, not this. Actually, how are we doing then? Okay. Right then, let's go over here. ME-16. Oh, hello. Apparently we have two squadrons. Yes, we do. Okay, fantastic. Right, so that squadron has just been formed. We have 37 over here, my lord. Yeah. So this has just been formed. Aircraft in pool. Okay, fantastic. Righto. Right, ME-163B. Have the second one moved over to Dusseldorf. Okay. Yeah, 37 of the bastards. Quite impressive. There we go, we'll have you moved over here to Dusseldorf. And until next time, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and goodbye.